Metal Gear is one of the pioneers of the stealth game genre. The first game was released in 1987 by Konami. The series follows the protagonist as he makes his way through a complex story with minimal weapons, using stealth as his primary tool. The franchise has been widely acclaimed by critics and gamers alike, who call it the first postmodern video game. The series remains among the top stealth game franchises, with over 32 million copies sold and 11 titles released to date. The franchise has also expanded to include novels, comic book adaptations, radio dramas, soundtrack albums, and a toy range. There have also been reports of a possible film adaptation of the series. In 1991, Sega released Sonic the Hedgehog, which went to sell over 15 million copies. Sonic, the titular character, soon became a household name, propelling Sega towards being a major player in the video game industry. Over the years, the game has seen over 20 sequels and spin-offs, expanding its platform base to include most major consoles. To date, the franchise has sold over 140 million units. It now includes anime series, manga art, and many comic book adaptations. It is one of the oldest game franchises that continue to grasp the imagination of children and adults around the world with its fast-paced gameplay, making it a must-have on our list. The Sims is an open-world life simulation game without any defined narrative or plot. In the game, players control virtual characters called Sims, and create their own world, characters, and destiny. The series continues to be published by EA, and is regarded as the most successful simulator game of all time. The first title of the series was released in 2000 for the PC, and soon became the best-selling PC game of all time. The main series includes 3 titles, with a 4th installment pending release. In addition to the main titles, the franchise includes many other renditions and expansion packs. To date, the franchise has sold units in excess of 175 million. With the hype surrounding The Sims 4, the franchise looks set to dominate the simulator games genre for some time to come. With over 20 titles in the series and over 150 million units sold, Electronic Arts' Need for Speed is next on our list. The game was originally developed by Distinctive Software, with EA purchasing the company in 1991 and publishing the first title in the series in 1994. With the release of Need for Speed Underground, the series included the ability to customize and upgrade cars. The game's catalog of cars and arcade-like handling has enabled it to maintain its position as the #1 racing game in the market. The popularity of the franchise has led to a successful film adaptation, also called Need for Speed. While the movie failed to top the US box office on its opening weekend, it subsequently grossed over $200 million worldwide. FIFA is a popular series of soccer games developed by EA Sports since 1993. FIFA, which is released annually, was the first game to be officially licensed by the international governing body for football, and included real player and team names. In addition to the 21 games released as part of the main series, the developers have also released a number of titles outside of the main series, including the FIFA World Cup games, which are released every 4 years in line with the FIFA World Cup tournaments. Additionally, the franchise includes sub-series such as the FIFA Street Series and the FIFA Manager Series. The series has surpassed sales of 100 million units, and its latest installment, FIFA 14, continues to top charts in the sporting games genre. It is without a doubt the most successful sports game franchises of all time. The video game series developed by Nintendo for its Wii and Wii U gaming consoles. The series includes 15 physical simulation games, with simple graphics and engaging gameplay. It is divided into 4 main sub-series, namely, Wii Sports, Wii Play, Wii Fit, and Wii U Wii Sports. The first of the sub-series, was launched with the first Wii console in 2006, and sold over 80 million units. The overall Wii gaming series has sold over 197 million units worldwide since then, making it to our list of most successful game franchises. Final Fantasy was created by famed Japanese video game designer Hironobu Sakaguchi, and is one of the oldest and biggest game franchises in the world. The first game in the series was released in 1987, and is credited with bringing the role-playing genre into the mainstream. At the time, Sakaguchi admitted to have created the game as his last attempt at capturing a gaming audience. The choice of the game's name, Final Fantasy, reflected his feelings at the time. The series has sold over 100 million units since, and has given rise to soundtrack albums, motion pictures, manga, anime TV series, books, novellas, and radio dramas. With the long-awaited Final Fantasy XV set for launch in 2014 on the PS4 and Xbox One, the series can be expected to keep entertaining RPG fans for many years to come. Grand Theft Auto is a series of open-world action-adventure games, first released in 1997, by Rockstar Games. The first 4 games in the series were two-dimensional, and the shift to 3D was made with the release of Grand Theft Auto 3 in 2001. The series has consistently grown in popularity since then and has spawned 15 titles, selling over 185 million copies worldwide. Upon its release in September 2013, GTA 5 became the all-time fastest-selling entertainment product, earning $800 million on its first day of release. The game went on to earn $1 billion within 3 days, making it the fastest media property to reach the milestone. Even though the series has widely been criticized for its violent gameplay that critics believe glorifies violence and promotes sexism, GTA remains one of the most successful game franchises of all time. Call of Duty is a first-person shooter game series published by Activision Blizzard. The first game in the series was launched for the PC in 2003, titled Call of Duty. The game revolved around World War II, and differentiated itself from competitors at the time by allowing players to experience the war as soldiers from a number of nations, including Russia. The game won numerous awards in 2003 and 2004, including the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences' Game of the Year award. The success of the first COD title set off a series of sequels, taking the story beyond World War II and in the latest games putting players in a modern setting in the future with advanced weaponry. With over 39 titles including expansion packs and over 130 million units sold, the Call of Duty series is one of the most iconic and successful first-person shooters to have been released. Mario, the official mascot of Nintendo, first made an appearance in 1981's super hit video game, Donkey Kong. The character proved to be a success among early gamers, and Nintendo featured the character in Mario Bros. In 1983. Since then, Mario has become the single greatest franchise in video game history, selling over 850 million copies of over 200 titles released over the decades. Some of the most successful sub-series of the franchise include the likes of Super Mario, which sold over 250 million units alone, and Mario Kart, which racked up about 100 million units over the years.